This video is brought to you by REP Gaming Products. Help protect your deck and support the show by picking up a steel deck box from the link down below.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week we are continuing our exploration of the new set, Core Set 2019, by this time trying out the other commanders that we didn't get to last week when we showed off the Elder Dragon War. We showed 4 of the Elder Dragons, 4 of the 5 Elder Dragons last week, and this week we're going to be exploring the other M19 legendary creatures that you can build around. So let's start off with Seth. What commander did you pick this time?
Okay, so I have Isareth, which is Isareth the Awakener, I guess, which is kind of the new, reanimation commander, I guess. So this card was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I think it's a cool card. You get a 3-mana 3/3. When you attack, you can pay X, reanimate something with that converted mana cost or less. So it's a cool card, but as I started trying to build around it, I was like, what can I really do with this card other than reanimate things? And eventually I realized that I think that's just what you do with Isareth, is reanimate things. So I'm kind of like a little creature reanimation deck. So instead of trying to reanimate really big, huge things, I got a lot of self-sacrifice synergies, cheap creatures that do something when they enter the battlefield and then can sacrifice themselves or sacrifice them with something else so I can get them back again with Isareth. So I think it should be interesting. It's kind of I guess it's a somewhat unique reanimation deck, but it's still basically a reanimator deck.
That sounds a bit similar to another reanimator deck that I really like, Alicia, who smiles at death. She also focuses, I think it's a power restriction. I think it's like power 3 or less, or 2 or less, or something like that. But also when you attack, you get triggered ability. You can pay 3 mana to reanimate a creature tapped and attacking. So also small attacking, small utility creatures, bringing them back and stuff. So Isareth sounds similar, but also flexible. So cool.
The weird disparity between the two is that Alessia tends to bring back massive CMC creatures that have very small front ends.
Yeah.
In terms of power, where Isareth or how it's spelled can't really do the same, because you don't really get creatures that are low CMC but high power, if that makes sense. So it's a really weird seesaw reversal. Just to chime in there with some interesting...
Yeah, the end result is almost like an aristocrat-style reanimator deck, where hopefully I can take advantage of my creatures killing themselves and also reanimating them. So I'm definitely excited for it. I think it's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Sounds sweet. All right, next up we got Vincent. Or Vince. Vincent? What
yes.
do you prefer?
You can call me Vince, Vincent Kenobi, you can call me Master, whatever you want, Tamer.
Master.
As long as you're not countering all my spells and mazing my creatures this week, I'm happy with whatever you call me. I'm playing Goreclaw Terror of Qal Sisma, which is a bit of a mouthful. She or he is the first legendary bear, a 4/3 for 4 that makes all creatures I cast with power 4 or greater cost 2 less generic colourless mana. And she has another ability that's kind of relevant as well, where whenever Goreclaw Terror of Qal Sisma attacks, each creature I control with power 4 or greater gets +1/+1 and trample. So almost like a mini Crater Hoof effect. So the obvious thing to do is just cheat out big fatties, which I'm going to do a little bit on, but ultimately I've decided to go on a bit of a theme. So I'm playing a deck that I'm calling Ominous Bear Hug. So it looks to I don't know, King Make perhaps, where I get to just make everyone make more mana, more cards. I'm playing group hug sort of effects, but you have to be careful because obviously I'm playing green, so I can play these huge hoof and behemoths and things. Though I'm not playing Crater Hoof this week because I decided to play cards that I don't normally play with. So I've cut a lot of the green staples that I probably lean on too much to play much weirder and more niche enchantments and effects that hopefully you guys might find amusing or different to what you're normally used to.
Awesome. A little bit of an oddball deck. Group hug in green, but also
bear hug.
Bear hug. Fair. Well, okay, I have a question for everybody here. What do you feel about the first legendary bear not offering any sort of bear tribal support?
Well, I mean, it makes sense because this isn't Time Spiral. I know that Aaron Forsyth posted on Twitter this big thing about the difference between Dominaria and what they didn't do in Time Spiral, and it was just make people happy and not sad, and don't get too overly involved. And I'm very sure that Wizard understood the joke in their bear not being a bear. I'm okay with it, especially it's like M19. And if you're a new player opening up the pack for the first time, you're like, why is this big legendary bear a 2/2? And then someone comes by and they're like, well, you see, in Alpha there was a card called Grizzly Bears, and it became common parlance to call all 2/2s bears. You'd be like, what is wrong with you? I don't. It's a legendary bear.
In all fairness, though, she does do some work to transform bigger creatures into bears. So
Exactly.
it takes massive, like, 4 mana 5/5s, like Pelucranos, for example. I'm not playing him today, and turns him into a 2 mana creature. Now I know he's not a 2/2, but it's like he's an imposter bear, like a Hydra wearing a bear suit with a little bear mask on. She's doing her, but he or she, I feel like it's a she. I don't know why. I feel like a legendary bear should be like a bear mother. She is doing her best.
Well, if any of Orthos understands any of the storyline behind this bear, maybe we'll figure that out.
I always just go with they. They is the safest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course.
All right, yeah, I agree with those thoughts as well. I feel like making them a bear or supporting the bear tribe, which has no support whatsoever and is a pretty bland tribe by definition, would probably be a waste. It would be a funny joke, but not a card that people would actually want to play and have fun with. So I think this is a really good version of a legendary bear. I still would have made a bear tribal deck, terrible one, just for the bear puns. I want a second shot at that.
My first inclination was cards with the word bear in the name. So I had Forebearer's Blade, I had Bearscape.
Would you go so with Barely and stuff like that? Would that count?
Yep, that would count.
I am so glad you didn't get
Grizzly.
to pick Goreclaw, Tomer. I am so glad this afternoon is going to be way more enjoyable with Vince playing it.
Wow. All right. Just for you, Seth, I'm going to ask for the next viewer submitted deck to give me a bear deck. All right, sweet. And for this week, Richard is actually gone for Comic-Con. So taking his place, you probably recognized his voice from a little bit earlier. It's Tom. Welcome back, Tom. Thank you for joining us.
Hey there. I was graciously gifted the Seth spot for this season, which means that I'll probably see you guys a lot.
Probably more than
if it's
everybody
anything
else.
like last season.
Awesome.
Richard emailed me earlier. Gave me a heads up, so I decided to bring the last Elder Dragon that I saw wasn't claimed, which is Palladia-Mors, to the table. And when I was getting into it, spoilers for the game coming up, I decided not to go with a Voltron strategy. Not a really big fan of Voltron strategies in the end, so decided to just play a more fun, basic deck, and especially playing with the new non-price restrictions was pretty fun. So there's some cards that I've always wanted to play with in Commander Clash that I get to play with, and I am excited. Granted, there's still Cultivate and Kadama's Reach in this deck, so don't worry. I didn't really go anywhere.
There's the staples, but... All right, well, I will also mention for everybody that when we're discussing which Elder Dragon we should be picking last week, none of us wanted to pick Palladia. All of us smack-talked her. We're like, no, there's no way we would pick the Naya one. All the other ones were good. And then even when we were discussing which ones we wanted for M19 this week, we were like, well, this one's a write-off. Nobody would pick it. And then to my surprise, when Tom gets called in, because Richard couldn't make it, boom, Palladia, done.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting what direction you're going to be taking her.
I will say that I'm definitely excited to play the deck. I think that the commanders we have this week kind of have very basic ways to build them. So I'm excited to see if anybody did anything super fun. I know that my deck is pretty basic, but should be able to show up strong. What did you end up building over there, Tomer?
Well, speaking of basic decks, this is the most basic of basic decks. This is Sai Master Thopterist. This is an artifact deck and basically does all the artifact thingies you would expect an artifact deck to do. However, I did restrict myself with one notable card restriction. I left that Paradox Engine because that card is silly and I just didn't want to deal with it. It just seemed like if ever I got to play Paradox Engine, I just win the game. So I wanted to work a little bit harder than that. And Sai Master Thopterist, the main twist to this style of artifact deck compared to something like Brea or Joyra or all the other incarnations of artifact decks that we've seen throughout the long history of Magic the Gathering, is Sai is the best one at generating a lot of tokens without going just like combo like Brea. So this is actually a Thopter beatdown aggro deck. Well, not an aggro deck. It's like more of a mid-rangey deck, but the main goal of this deck is just to play a lot of artifacts, drain it all of Thopters, and then attack with the Thopters for victory. There is one other win condition that I'm aware of, and that's mechanized production, because obviously, but I'm not aware of any other sort of win conditions outside of those main strategies. And I was playing really, really janky controlling decks for the last 2 weeks, so I wanted to play a deck that's actually good this time, and also has the potential to be aggressive. So that's why I picked Side. This is definitely a lot stronger than my previous 2 weeks, and it's definitely a lot more aggressive than the previous 2 weeks. And I love artifacts, so I'm actually very excited about this.
Yeah, sounds super fun. When I saw the Commander spoiled, it looked like a pretty cool card, so let's see how it plays.
I think arguably he might be the most powerful of the 5 monocolored ones. That's how I see it.
I'd agree. I think so.
Yeah, I would say that we should focus Tomer first as well.
Wait, what should I say here? No. Hey, no lie. Well, like,
On that,
I think this is also like the most all-in of the ideas. I'm playing a lot of artifacts, so if people are just going to do like destroy all artifacts, one or
you
two
mean
of
Bane
those
of
cards.
Progress is good?
Yes.
Interesting.
No. Please.
You know, I haven't finalized my deck list. Let me grab a Creeping Corrosion real quick, actually.
So it's either going to do a lot of really sweet things, or it's going to do nothing at all. I mean, it's artifact. It's an artifact deck, and I built it as an artifact that would build. So we'll find out. I might have fun, or I might do nothing. It's going to be all. It's a toss up. So anyway,
I was going to say, before we jump in, I do have a quick question and a shout out, because last week Fox, I say last week, it's 2 weeks ago now, but last week in the time machine that is us recording,
Yes.
Fox put points up in the comment section for us because he was keeping score. Are we gonna let Tom accrue points for Richard this week? Is that the plan?
I feel like
I
Richard
would
deserves
totally
a
tank
handicap.
his...
I mean,
would
Richard
totally
does need a
tank
handicap.
all of his numbers.
Tom just concedes in round 1.
I mean,
Yeah. That'd be... Oh, you know what, guys? I have to leave, so...
Tom is taking the Richard seat, so I feel like any success or failure on Tom's part is going to be reflective on
I
Richard's
agree.
score.
Let's wait and see how
How well
Tom
he does. If he wins, we're ignoring it.
Yes, if he wins, he gets his own points. If he goes out first, then Richard gets his points.
Somebody else
That seems
also
appropriate.
Somebody else said for budget suggestions in the future, whenever you win a game in a season, you lose $10 on your overall deck budget. But then
Per card.
Richard would actually just be kicked out of the group once you reach 0, because then you can't actually build a deck.
If you
So-
stop protecting me, Tweak Tomer, then that might not happen.
What? It was actually your fault for last week. I will blame that on you. First week, me. Last one, definitely, I will contest that. But anyway, with the deck overviews out of the way, let us hop into the game.
Right, do I win the
Made
die
it.
roll for a 3rd week in a row? Come
No,
on!
I finally get it!
No!
Success! Wow, I
Oh,
would
the
like
one?
to thank everyone for I
failed on
think
this.
Look at
Ghosts
our
of Worth.
rolls! 1, 2, 3.
All right, I will accept this gift and go first. This hand is acceptable. It has ramp and it has lands. I don't think there's anything else I would want from my hands except maybe more ramp and card draw. Thank you.
I've got a hand with 3 lands that starts at 5 converted mana cost.
But does it have
And
cultivate?
everybody's commander starts less than mine, so I'm gonna just pray to the 7 gods and mulligan. That was kind of correct. I'm in for it.
My hand is pure gas.
Oh, okay.
I only have 2 lands, but I have 2 2-drops.
Ooh.
We're gonna keep. See what happens. Because we can always do
Fast
this.
forward in 2 rounds. Deck. Why?
Yup.
Let's start things off slow with an island tapping it for some mysterious reason that hopefully one person can illuminate for the viewers.
Well, so I finally got a new computer, which I was really happy about, but it changed all of my keys. So now it's 8 for me. I feel like a normal person, and it's awful. But, so you're going to notice that we're going to be tapping out a lot during this game, even though everybody is attempting to win it. That's to utilize an ability in Magic Gathering Online known as F8. As long as our lands are tapped and we can't activate abilities for 0 or less, we're going to be able to auto-yield the turns. Commander is already it's a longer game format. It's not the longest, but definitely a longer game format. So any way to cut down on... That's a good one. Yeah. Any way to cut down on the time that the game takes is always a good thing to strive for. So you're going to see people tap out a lot, and that's why.
I think we have to keep a recording of that and just play at the beginning of every single game.
Yeah. Or just at random points throughout the game, I think. Whenever there's a lull in the conversation, Tom jumps in. Or there's that
oh, hey, guys. Tom here. Just by the way, if you were wondering why everyone was tapping out.
We just have his face appear on the a little intermission.
Like the more you know afterwards, it'll be great.
I don't think F8 works for me.
That's a cool swamp.
I was about to say the same thing. That art is wicked.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite swamps, the Mirage swamps.
The Mirage lands, they have so many good Mirage lands. I love the Zebra Plains is from Mirage.
Totally. Why are you not playing Islands?
A good one too.
I don't know, reasons, right?
Carpet of Flowers is a busted Magic card. Thankfully, only one person's
it's
in
both
blue.
Main phases, each main phase. That's
no,
crazy.
if you haven't used it already.
You get to use it one of the 2 main phases, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
If you haven't, yeah.
They make you choose.
Okay, it's not as bad.
It's
fine.
It's still
it's a fair
Still
card.
is. I would still play it even
It's
if
a
I didn't
fair
know someone at the table was cancel. Because someone is bound to be playing Islands at the table, right? There's going to be.
It is
at
the
least
best
a couple
color.
of Islands.
Oh,
It's also going to rank me by 1 or 2.
Hello.
so much ramp.
I'm sensing a creature theme, perhaps.
I mean, I am the green player, so there's a good chance that I would be ramping
Blood
up somewhere.
Artist.
Wow,
2-drop number 1. I still haven't drawn land number 3, unfortunately. Someone should kill that Shaman of Forgotten Ways before we get like Goreclaw into 7-drop or something.
The funny thing is that Shaman can't cast half my deck because half my deck is like enchantments that do things for everyone.
Tomer, you got to strip mine your island to slow Vince down. You have to for the greater good, Tomer. For the great. Oh, Tomer.
I want to ramp so I
good.
can draw cards.
Oh, think of everyone else at the table.
I'm
Strip
selfish.
mine your island.
In the meantime,
What's
I'll
with
play
this Crucible of the
a
Spirit
Plains.
Dragon?
And pass.
Oh, by the way,
man.
Seth, how was your investment in Crucible of the Spirit Dragon? Has it ever paid off?
So it sort of did in a weird way, because now when people send me cards to sign, I sometimes just sign one and send it to them as a bonus.
Alright. So you're still
Just
getting
to
use
get them out of my house, just to get rid of them. That was the worst investment I think I've ever made, because then they printed Haven of the Spirit Dragon, which is like strictly better Crucible like 2 months later, and I was like, oh man, this is not gonna work.
But you still need both, right? Right.
Kinda.
I mean,
What is
I've
this
got
giant thing?
16 copies of Savage Knuckleblade in real life, so
Ooh,
I hear you.
Oh my god, still not a land. Alright, Blood Artist number 2.
Oh
Deck
wow!
Y. Oh, can we please wrap the board? That would be great.
I would not enjoy. I bought a lot of foil knuckle blades after all my videos sent out to patrons. So I do like a care package every few months to my patrons and stuff. And yeah, foil knucks was one of my things one week because I played them alongside Jason Bloodbraid when they got banned. I love knuckle blade.
nice.
So good.
Yeah, I built that deck hypothetically as soon as I got unbanned, and I couldn't play it on Team Modern Super League because the rest of my team told me I was an idiot. It was the worst way to take advantage of Jason and Bloodbraid. They were like,
That's
no, we
what
will not
happens
let
when
you do that.
when you play alongside actual pros.
Yeah, that's what I learned. I was like, oh, this is going to be so sweet. I'm going to haste people with Knuckleblade. And they're like, no, you're not. You're on our team. We will not let you do that.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Just stuff.
That's scary.
Oh, that's fun.
Why have you only got one island in play?
Because you have a carpet, I don't have a way to remove it.
Are you taking advantage? Or wait, you actually use Myriad Landscape correctly, right? You're supposed to search of 2 of the same basic land?
Yeah, it's no longer bugged,
I also-
so
Oh,
we're all good
good.
now.
I'm also a mono blue deck, so...
Okay,
So
yeah.
it seems like everybody wants lands,
Oh, I would love
No,
lands.
do not. Do not.
I need a land so
No.
desperately.
Yeah,
Yes.
they both need lands real bad, Tomer.
Oh my goodness.
I am sorry, Tomer, but I am clicking yes so fast.
Vince, no, please.
Oh, sorry, Toma, Mister. I'm going to make you not play islands and counter your commander each week.
You know Tom is the avatar of Richard right now, right?
The fact that you don't want me to do it, Toma, makes me want to do it.
Oh, and this is just
I'm just getting a
land?
reflecting pool. It's any land.
Ooh.
You're getting, but also
Yeah.
Tom is getting a
You can
land
get a
for
Cabal
each
coffers?
one you search up. Each one.
Cabal Coffers, though, is really good in mono black.
I actually really want it, but it will not even add mana and let me
Oh
cast
yeah,
a
no,
3
you
drop.
definitely should.
Fuel the ruin.
I'm going to make you find an island, Toma.
I'm gonna be the only rational person here.
I'm gonna get a strip mine for Tomer's Island and just not cast anything the rest of the game, but
I forgot to put my commandeer in this deck, so you're safe, Seth.
actually this makes sense.
I am not going to search up a land
All right.
because that's the
I
correct
appreciate
play.
Well, and because you
what?
have like 15 mana already because you have Chief Engineer.
Yeah, but Vince also has like a bajillion mana too, and he's fine.
What?
Oh,
No,
that's a bug I didn't know existed.
What?
Did you not get to
I
search?
didn't
didn't
get?
get to search any additional lands.
Oh,
Ugh.
Oh. That
that's
feels
just
Yeah,
that's
Well,
not good.
looks like I'm also playing a group hug deck. Sucks for you, Tomer.
bad. In
I'll
some
pass.
ways, it's funnier because Toma could have got a land for free, but didn't.
Yeah, that is true. Tomer could have got a free land.
But
Also,
that would
I
be
am-
correct.
I could draw temp with Discovery now, guys. Come on.
Yeah, for the
think I'm
viewers,
playing
Tom only searched up one land for himself. He didn't search up an additional one for Vince or Seth, as he should
Which
have.
would have been good, because I definitely had a card to cast after that attempt for Discovery.
Uh,
But it's okay.
was it Cultivate?
No, it was something else that I'm not at liberty to divulge at this time.
Ooh.
I put decent cards in my deck.
Everyone has so much mana except me.
You'll get there.
Thanks, Tomer.
I mean, you just searched up one with
I-
attempted
I
Discovery.
I feel better now.
What is this? I'm just scared every moment.
Ugh.
Oi!
Whoa!
Oh boy. Oh boy. Who's got the wrath?
Yeah, buddy.
Not me. I got Thopters. Thop.
Stop.
I don't think my Blood Artist is going to stop these massive beasts.
Oh, it has trample. No, my one weakness. I'm getting attacked as well.
Yes.
Okay.
This is how every season goes. Vince and Tomer will be enemies. I won't draw lands. Richard will win.
Do I have to have a designated enemy each season? Is that what you're implying?
No. So thus far, you have failed to contain Richard, even though you're the one telling me he wins all the time.
You're the one who didn't. You said yes to Temp of Discovery.
No. Week one, I was willing to just smash Richard to death, but you were like, no, I must save him so he can win.
That is not what I said.
Those were the
I would like to
exact
petition
words.
myself as not being Richard, but I think I'm gonna let this go.
Ooh. What
Just
do I
FYI,
do
guys,
here?
he's gonna play Palladia-Mors. That's the thing that's gonna happen.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a 6/6. It blocks maybe your 6/6.
Yeah, I think I am not that scared of Palladia at the moment.
But we have to draw attention away from me.
I'm scared
Oh.
of, yes, both Vince and Tomer, actually.
I mean, Tomer's board state does look pretty obnoxious.
It's fine.
As he casts to a Wormcorn engine and copies it.
Don't want to cast this. I probably don't want to cast this. I'm gonna play another island. You're welcome.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
dear.
Yeah, I'm so nice.
Blasphemous Act, Tom?
How do I do this? Whenever it enters the battlefield. All right.
It's like a Panharmonicon for artifacts, but you pay 2 mana.
I'm actually playing the green Panharmonicon today, Seth. So I'm hoping you'll see that.
Ooh, I hope I see that too. What is the green Panharmonicon?
Basically, if it's in play of Panharmonicon, you get 4 triggers of ETBs. It's obscene.
Ooh, that
Hello.
sounds pretty sweet. Oh no.
Hello.
Oh,
I
no.
want to draw cards.
That's
Yes!
so bad for all of us.
Are you making 2? Oh, the legendary, thank goodness.
Yeah. Oh.
Copy it, Tomer.
Were you going to
The
copy
mana.
it, Toma? Were you going to
Yeah,
copy
he was.
it?
Yeah, he
No.
was. He was. Oh.
That's fine. I mean, it's still very good here, right?
That was not what I was gonna do.
That's
Yes, it was.
It's so many cards drawn though, because it's one for each creature, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Ugh.
It's just like Coastal Piracy, but better.
That is obscene.
Oh, I could do this though.
Maybe we got to kill Tomer
What? No.
with my 2 blood artists and 3 lands.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. Let's attack first.
That makes sense.
That does make sense.
All right, let me fix that.
For a moment there, I thought you were getting first blood. I was like, wow.
Oh yeah, I got first blood again.
Attacking every non-me person. I'm down with that.
All right.
Friends, Tomer.
Tomer. Yes.
Draw cards. Draw cards. I like drawing cards. Draw cards. You're taking 1 damage. Why are you giving me
love
such a hissy fit?
I thought we were friends.
We are. You only take 1.
Jeez, that is not good.
It's just 4. Mister, I have a rampaging Baloth.
Yeah, but I don't have any lands to play, Tomer. That's the thing. If only I had a way to actually draw some more cards. Is it dragon time?
Dragon time.
Yeah, actually. But we are going to do our dragon second main.
Cool.
Ooh.
And it will be apparent why
Fancy.
once that happens. I tried to press F2 and now it's just 2 and it makes me sad. All right.
You got
What?
one.
Oh my god, all my stops are wrong too!
That's why you don't play things second.
Oh man!
I don't
This is
understand
the
why you
worst
would.
experience.
The first
Well,
attempt
I'm
with-
sorry,
with
Richard.
Discovery.
I'm so
now
sorry.
The end step.
Oh man.
I'm going
poor
right
Tom.
into the account. Oh my god.
Richard's
This
not
is
doing
the
too well this
worst.
week, is he?
Actually,
No,
I bet
Richard
Tom
is
has
not
like a
doing very
devastating
well.
instant, and that was all intentional.
Yeah, sure.
You just wanted to move to discard stuff.
Oh man, why can't I? Oh, it's locked. Oh my god, that's the dumbest thing. Magic Online. Oh, we locked all your stops for you for help. You've had an account with Magic Online for 7+ years. Let's lock your stops, you know, just in case you don't know what you want to do.
What is this?
Right.
my goodness.
Let's get rid of that Biden.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that makes sense.
Whoa, what?
Let's talk about
Oh,
this.
World Breaker.
Let's
Cool.
talk about this.
What
Okay,
else
I'll
could
listen.
possibly
Exile.
be the right choice?
Help me help you.
It could be Mirrorworks.
Help me help you.
I've tried to do these deals with you for 2 weeks now,
Help me
Tomer,
help
and you
you.
never do.
I want to attack you with my Thopters. Huh?
Oh, you're 2/1/1s.
Well, they
If you attack with your Thopters, I will attack you with my 20 power that I'm going to have.
fair. However, let's talk about this. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
The
Good.
negotiations are over.
Very good choice.
Oh, I wanted to draw cards.
Consider your world broken.
My card draw.
You have 7 in hand though,
I
Tomer.
need-
You paid 4 mana and drew 4 cards. I think you paid 3 mana for it, to
Four
be fair.
cards. How could you say that I have enough?
Oh, geez, that's all happening with 3 lands on the battlefield too, which is pretty insane.
Well, also the carpet
Okay.
of flowers are helping.
Yeah, that is true.
Who wants to take 10 damage?
I think
I heard
Tomer
Tomer
said me.
volunteer.
I
Yeah.
did not. I'm sad about the Biden. I would
Tomer?
have preferred to
Tomer?
take 10 over losing the Bidens if that was an option. Why? Oh, okay. Never mind. I can whine later.
All right, fair enough.
You can't say I'm never a fair man.
I thought you wanted stuff to be sacrificed, Seth. You could have just blocked.
Don't they all trample, or most of them?
Yeah.
The
but
Rampaging Baloth does, yeah.
you would have successfully killed your creatures. I think that's what they want to do, right?
Not on their own, though, is it? It's not like... Aristocrat's all about like an actual suicide cult. It's not just like a singular act. You know? There's no power in that. There's no arcane power in that, you know?
It's true. You want an infinite loop. I've died so many times. To
So I've got a question. Is Isareth wearing a hat that's made out of a vulture? Or is it just perched on her shoulder?
I think it's on her shoulder.
Yeah, I hope so. That would be a creepy hat. And I
mean,
didn't draw
she's also
lands.
like adored in skulls, so I don't know if it would be the most creepy thing on her.
Seth isn't concerned about the impracticalities of having a vulture for a hat. He's only concerned with how creepy it might be.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just worried about her having high heels while going into attack every single turn.
But imagine her strolling down those steps to be all like, dramatic and empowered, like a villain as well in a fantasy story. And then the vulture just takes a poo on her back.
No, but it's like her hype man, right? Like, look, it's spreading out its arms. It's like, whoa, check this out. Isareth coming down.
Is it a vulture or a condor? Are those the same thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we had a doctor of birds in the house.
I have a bachelor's in biology, so I'm the one that should know this answer, but still,
I have no idea. I think it's a bird. I'm pretty sure it's a bird of some type. A bird
Can
like
confirm it is a bird, Seth, 2018.
If that helps.
As someone with a doctorate in bird law, I'm pretty sure it's at least a bird, but I'm not sure.
So,
Whether or
Tomo, I
not it
did
can
not
hold
attack you.
legal
All I did was take away your obnoxious master
You took
card.
away my favorite card in the deck.
But
That was your favorite card in
It
the deck?
draws me card. Well, second favorite. There's another one that does similar
like
things.
you said before, do you remember when you were moaning that I can't let you hit with fire and ice? You'll draw too many cards. Do you remember? Do you remember, Toma? Do you remember?
I add selective memory.
Oh, I see. But either way, I could have swung at you as well. I didn't. I just want you to remember that.
Oh no.
Hello.
Is that a cloud key
It is a cloud key.
Oh, wow.
that you can make a copy of?
Wait, did I tap too much? I tapped too much, whatever.
Yeah, you did. You should have convoked it and then paid the mana to make a second copy.
No, but because I don't have Biden anymore, I'm so sad. Would you
What
like
did-
to choose artifacts? Yes.
I think you should choose enchant. Oh, okay.
Hello.
So
Mirrors.
artifacts are going
Wait,
to be
you have-
super cheap.
His artifacts.
Yeah.
Would you like to choose artifacts? Yes.
Oh god, that's horrendous.
Yeah, is this like a combo kill of some
No,
kind?
I don't have a combo. I'm gonna make Thopters, and I'm gonna beat everybody to death with Thopters, hopefully.
His artifacts cost 3 less.
Yeah.
That's
they
a
You can
do.
make-
lot less.
Wait, can I let me convoke? No! I wanted to convoke!
Isn't it free anyway? Why would you need to convoke?
It
So
costs
I can
1
pay
mana.
for mirror works.
Oh,
Oh, I just tapped this really
Oh.
badly.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't copy it now, can you?
Yeah. This is...
Oh no!
Silver linings
what
and all
a-
that.
What a shame. His stuff only costs 3 less,
Shoot.
and he's got Palladium Mirror.
Oh,
Ah,
convoke,
Tomer.
convoke. Alright, convoke. Alright, let's convoke, please.
Do you have to right click and choose convoke, yeah?
Oh, is that a thing?
Yep.
No.
No?
No, I still did it wrong!
Oh dear.
Meteor
Oh.
Golem is so good.
Do not destroy my carpet of flowers, Tomer. You'll take me out of the game. I need it.
Oh. Yeah, that's what you would maybe. I
So
don't know.
sad.
I stopped you drawing cards and now you're going to take me off mana. Do not do this, Tomer, because... Right, okay, then I have to swing at you every turn with everything now. I'm sorry.
Then, remember what I predicted a couple of turns ago. It's
Well,
coming
if you're gonna
exactly
swing
true.
everything at me, then I guess I'll get rid of this too.
Yep, you do that, Tomer. You carry on, buddy.
Hey, I did something. Who do I?
Look at that.
Now, everything's coming up. Saffron. Who are we pinging for one? Anyone want to make a political argument on not them?
Have you seen Tomer's board?
That's true.
It's not that
Tomer,
scary
response?
right now.
It's
I also
not
don't
that...
have card draw. There's still 1/1s.
I think Vince was more convincing.
So we could have been friends.
I don't have card draw. Oh,
Did
what
that
a
one
rubbish
damage ruin our friendship, Tomer?
Might have. I'm not blocking.
That's a good point.
I guess I could have some blockers up. No, these don't have trample, do they?
nope, I have no trample.
If it makes you feel better, Tom, if you played Palladia last turn, I would have just played Flesh Bag, so...
Oh, that does make me feel
Let's do it
better.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm just putting a Crucible counter on here. I was leaving up Raging Ravine, but you attacked me with a 1/4 like a smart person.
Oh yeah, I was totally playing around Raging Ravine.
Oh. Never mind. All credit gone.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Rose Familiar.
this The sneaky reach.
What? It does
No
more
one-
things?
Sneaky reach.
No one know. It's below like the
What?
break on the card, so
That's
no one
not
remembers.
even fair. I'd have to zoom in to read that. What garbage. I call shenanigans.
I've done that in modern. I've done that in modern before, so don't feel too bad.
Pass,
So let's
I
see
suppose.
if I don't just get my turn again.
This
you
is
know,
fine.
Step by step.
Oh, I'm so out of the game.
Now my Joyra's familiar. I needed it to cast things for free.
I love how every time you use a permanent that doesn't matter, you complain. And there's me losing basically my 4th, 5th, and 6th land drop.
Crucible is
You blew
really
up my
good.
Bident. You can't complain.
I blew up your Biden to keep you in control, like to keep you in check.
And then you threatened to attack me all out when I blew up your carpet.
It's okay, Tomer. I'm gonna kill all your Thopters.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
They
Because it's the best play.
Ooh. Blood artist.
They thought they didn't even thop. They just thopped once. Taken before their time.
2 of them thopped.
I'm pretty sure I got thopped. They couldn't have possibly thopped anyone else, could they, Tomer? They had to thop poor old Vince over here.
I look at the health of everybody. It's all fair and balanced.
I was trying to get
Thanos
it
would be
exactly
proud.
even, but
Treasure map. I really like treasure map.
I like trying to.
Well, this is going on the bottom.
It also
because
flips
Tom needs
to
lands.
draw cards.
Gonna put a stop on my upkeep. That's opponents. This is mine. There we
Is
go.
this Dragon Tribal?
Yeah.
Nice.
I kept it kind of simple. So, do I just want a 5/5 blocker? Yes. And we press F8 and pass. Sit on
Personally.
laurels.
Oh, look, a land.
Aha!
Ooh.
That's
Hey.
a pretty good draw.
You could always field a ruin to get another land.
No, I still have the same number of lands afterwards, though, don't I?
Everybody else
Man,
goes
I almost
up.
got him. So close. Although getting rid of Academy Ruins is not a bad idea in this situation.
There's Academy Runes. I mean, there's the strip mine that will inevitably hit me, because that's just how Tomer plays this game.
This is not true. I think you're paranoid. We could be buddies. Not friends,
no, Tomer,
buddies.
we can't be buddies.
Aw, buddies. That's
I
cute.
will offer up the truce. You got my Bident, and that made me sad. I got your carpet
No,
and
no,
your
no,
other
no,
thing.
no, no, no,
And now
no.
here's that-
Your complaint was that you would have no card draw. My complaint was that I can't play any cards. Like they're 2 very different things. So I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry, Tomer. There is no truth.
Equal value, I would say, in my books.
No. Right.
I'm just extending the hand is all. He's got to
And
take it.
I'm swatting it away. I'm sorry.
So how's it going, Tom?
It's going pretty well. I finally got to cast a spell that isn't bugged so far. You know, having fun.
That's a good start.
You? How are you doing?
Ooh, what is?
Oh.
Oh,
That's not good.
that is very scary. I'll be doing better if I draw land.
I give you full support. That's why I play Temple of Discovery.
Well, we only have one other player that has disenchant in their colors. Is the thing.
All right,
My
this
Meteor
was.
Golem was pretty sweet, though.
Oh wow.
If I don't find a land from this,
Are you losing? You're ditching the Blood Artist and such?
we're gonna start with Zulaport Cutthroat.
You have like the worst luck when it comes to drawing your lands.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
have you
That
kept
is
2
true.
lander each week?
Possibly.
That is also the greed, yeah.
I kept 2 lander with a carpet of flowers.
All right, there's lands. That's good. And now we. Do I just keep sacking things?
How many cards do you
can't-
need to draw?
The greed.
All right. Who can I attack that isn't gonna kill my Isareth? Well, Tom's not gonna block, are you? You're not gonna block Isareth and trade your dragon.
That
Whoa,
thing's got Death Touch?
It does.
Oh
No,
wow.
I'm good. Have fun.
All right. I just want to get back my Cutthroat, so I'm gonna actually use my commander.
For that.
Hey, you know, steps.
Wait. How do we do this? When it attacks, you may pay X. Okay. Yes. Success.
Okay.
It's not bogged on Modo. There's a start.
See, I didn't even really lose my Blood Artist. It's a combo.
Doesn't it go away end of turn?
It has a
So-
colors
Oh,
counter
if it
on
goes anywhere else, it's exiled.
If it dies, it gets exiled, yeah. Which
Or
means
flickered, or
it's
bounced.
actually kind of bad with Skull Clamp now. If I Skull Clamp it again, I won't draw cards, which is sad.
Yeah, that's true. That is a shame. That's a non-bow.
It is an on-bow, yeah. Alright, let's discard those.
Card draw?
Tomer's board still scares me a lot.
Why?
The double cloud key is
No.
pretty...
Double Cloud Key, Mirror Works.
Does he make 2 Inkwell Leviathans? That would be pretty scary.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh,
Copy.
wow.
You should make
Copy
2
it.
of those.
Copy it, yeah.
Copy it.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
that
I'm
would
gonna
be
definitely copy it.
insurance.
There is a
Yeah,
card
'cause
in
one
my
might
deck.
get Ancient Grudged.
There's a card in my
That's
deck
fine.
that does exactly that, but for all players.
Ooh, I
Is that
kind of want that.
Alarin?
Yeah, no. It's just a 5-mana green enchantment that says spells will be cast as if they have flash. Like, I've got loads of group hug effects in my deck, but I've drawn literally none of them.
I kind of hope you do.
Yeah.
I could use a hug right about now with my land problems.
Well, I mean, you could search up some group hub with Defense of the Heart, right?
I literally can. Yeah, I literally can.
But will you?
I think I might. I mean, the other option's kind of dull. Like, just going to get like a big old fatty to hit people with isn't that exciting, right?
I would prefer the hug over getting hit by a baddie.
Do you guys have really good creatures in your hands right now?
They're kind of like okay.
That was in stereo.
I'm just like,
Synchronized RM.
oh my goodness!
I got a defense too.
Everyone's got defense.
Tom, you were
Wow.
supposed
This was the card I wanted to play off the Temple of Discovery, for the record. I was going to get an Ancient Tomb, and I was going to get a land, and then play Defense of the Heart after the Temple of Discovery.
You
It's
were
a full
supposed
turn.
to
Instead, we
destroy
waited
the
till turn
Sith,
7.
not join them. I'm so afraid now. So
Well,
these
you know
Defense of the
Tom's gonna
Hearts are
get
happening.
Dragon. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Vince will get something that blows up Tom's Defense of the Heart.
Or I'll let you all put creatures from your hand into play.
Oh,
That sounds fun too.
All
that
right.
would
That's your choice.
that would be cool.
Is
Right,
it Hunted Wampus?
I cut that one, but there's another one.
I don't remember all the group hug names. I don't play it very often.
I don't. Oh, this does work on Modo. Good.
I'm so
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I know what one of them is.
How bad will this be?
It's probably gonna be really bad for some people.
Well, hopefully those some people are not me.
That's weird.
Maybe it'll be like destroy all artifacts. That would be okay.
I'd just be out of the game.
You'd still have Psy.
Well, on the upside, I've uploaded the wrong list, so I can't destroy all artifacts. Hang on a second.
Huzzah! No ban of progress. That is your responses
Oh, I
to ban of
did.
progress.
That was the last change I made. Was Bane.
Oh, and you don't have the
I don't have
updated.
Bane. So-
Restart.
Oh no, this is fine.
So the
Oh, we couldn't
other.
restart when I skipped my turn and Temple of Discovery didn't work? That was an option?
Well, we could restart and I just keep my Biden and Athasa and not have it exile.
Nope. No, this is where we're at.
I
This
was
is
kidding.
where we're at. Right, I need to do something more exciting with these cards then, don't I?
Can't believe it's a legendary too. Ugh. Nonsense. Could have drawn double. Double!
Okay, maybe we do something boring. Attack someone then. I guess that's the correct thing to do, right?
I mean, first you find a creature.
2 creatures.
Was it Crater Hoof? I don't know.
No, I'm not playing Crater Hoof.
Yay!
Otherwise
I was going
this-
to mention that as a thing not to play.
This might be a kill now, wouldn't it? Which would be a bit rubbish. Let's go with. I know what I'll do. I'm just gonna do this because it seems fun.
Oh, yeah, fun!
Oh, fun!
Fun!
If I had Bane of Progress, it was going to be Bane of Progress and something else.
Well, no
but,
cast triggers at the very least, but yes, Annihilator's fun. Fun.
How do we deal with this?
I don't know, Mr. Mono Black. Probably have board wipes. Please have a board wipe.
But they're indestructible.
They're indestructible.
Oh. What about
It's not that
Toxic
easy.
Deluge? What about Toxic Deluge? Everybody runs Toxic Deluge. It's a legend.
I actually do have Toxic Deluge, but it's not currently in
Find
my
it.
hands.
Skull
So the
Snap.
question to the table is, I can only make one of them have haste. So who do I hit? And do I hit them with Annihilator or do I hit them with Exile 20 cards in their library?
I don't like either of these things.
I would guess Exile 20's the less painful of the two options.
Depends if the person has a combo or not. Like I don't.
And Tomer blew up your carpet of
Wow,
flowers.
way to throw me under the bus, Seth.
Don't
Wow.
forget that. Think of all the
Very
mana you
true.
could have, Vince.
I think these are all just facts, actually. Yeah, that's...
I'm sorry, it just popped into
Vince,
my head.
We
I
could
wasn't
start fresh.
implying anything.
It doesn't have to be a feud. You don't have to be Jake of this season. We could be buddies.
Wow.
We could turn against Richard, defeat him.
Are you
Bring
saying
balance to
perhaps
the
we could
force.
Still not Richard.
perhaps
Still
we could
not
turn
Richard.
back time? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying we could start fresh.
Okay.
We could burst into a musical. Everybody could be happy. It'd be good times for all. Okay.
Ooh, yep, that's formidable.
Oh, that's a Sirach. Cool.
Draws a card.
Oh, I've drawn my first group hug card. I meant to group hug everyone, then cast Eldrazi.
Oh,
It's
you're
gone
a
the other way
group
round.
hug deck. Oh, I get it. The
It's just like your Moonfolk tribal, Ruba. Toma.
I ran 90% of the Moonfolk.
Here it goes. Someone's
Okay.
gonna get
that's
hugged by a
amazing.
Ulamog here.
I think Annihilator is the better one, right?
If you're not attacking me, it is.
Okay, it's combat time.
Who is getting annihilated?
Well, I'm about to...
The person with the most permanents, right?
Are we going to die to a Defense of the Heart next turn because Tom is playing much more...
Why would I sacrifice it to Ulamog? If
No, you
that
wouldn't,
was
but
the
I'm
case?
saying if you have less lands, we're not going to get Avenger Crithoofed. Okay, I'm going to try to target on my head by attack. But if I attack you, then you do that, then I'm going to die.
I'm staying out of this one. I just got Blood Artist, and
I
if you
feel-
attack me, I will ping you.
I feel bad. I don't know who to attack.
I mean, Tomer's probably just going to make a bunch of Meteor Golem copies, so...
How do I make
I doubt
copies
this'll
of
go off.
Meteor Golem?
Do we continue this feud or do we bury it?
I
You know,
mean,
that's the question, Toma.
if Annihilator
I
comes
think we
to
should
me,
bury
I'm
it
going to make
and rise
Thopters,
above.
and I'm going to sacrifice my Thopters. That's going to be
Okay,
the least
I'm
effective.
going to go with what Tom said. I'm going to bury the feud and attack Tom.
You might have said the wrong thing, Tom. You created peace, but at what cost?
He is a martyr.
I mean,
But now I'm
Annihilator
just
would have
gonna-
been the least
Great, I'm
effective
going to
against
sacrifice
me.
4 lands now. This has been the most fun game. Let me take 15.
I'm going to die to Defense of the Heart next turn, though, right? That is just a...
Yeah, but you just made sure it happened, though. I'm confused about this.
Exactly,
I could have
exactly.
killed Tomer, or I could have killed Seth, and now I have to kill you. And
Yeah.
now Tomer will let me do it, because I have to kill you.
I will fall on my sword. I
staying
can't
out of this.
keep slamming to Toma.
I
No,
just want to
Tom,
make
you
some
don't-
Thopters.
I
Toma,
don't know
it's-
if I can. I've got a dragon deck. And the best card for this is in my hand.
Don't stay out. There's one of my group hug cards.
Where?
Now what?
Oh, you discarded a group hug. Is that a group
gonna-
hug?
Yes, it is. It puts counters on your creatures.
Oh, I guess you could use it.
It's a utilitarian thing. The other card in my hand's a much better group hug card, but I've drawn it really late. Like, really late.
Oh my goodness, Seth with the bling lands over here. Foiled
They're
up.
actually
They're pretty.
they're cheaper on Moto, so I don't know if I can do anything that's actually all that relevant.
My
Just
logic
draw
for the
cards,
feud as well,
Seth.
Tom, was that if I swung at Toma, he's just going to sack some dudes. It's not going to do a whole lot.
Yeah, I just sacrificed some lands, and now we'll do nothing to help you in the game.
I'm not
I
looking
could-
for anyone to help me win. I would have helped someone else win, but I just haven't drawn anything other than big dudes and things that find big dudes.
I could draw and try to find Toxic Deluge. I don't know what the odds of that are. Probably low. All right,
You-
let's cash in.
Would you say it's against the odds?
It is it is certainly against the odds. All right, let's
Wow,
draw
goodbye,
two.
Blood Artist.
I really want to hit a good magic card.
Wait, did you just
Ew.
imply Blood Artist is a bad card?
Well, no,
How could
something.
you?
It's not doing a whole lot right this second. Let's go with that.
Are you pinging me as this whole thing is? I noticed this, alright? You're pinging me again!
You were at the highest, well, tied for the highest life total,
Alright, this is... Alright. Alright.
Homer.
No, it's fine.
Don't
The
don't
feuds
take that
must
tone
stop
with
one
me.
day. I tried to bring peace. I tried to bring peace. I'm sorry, Tom. As soon as I went to combat, I felt like I regretted getting both the Ulamogs.
Just draw more cards, Seth. It's fine.
I can't
You
draw
only
more
have 10 cards at hand. You can keep going.
I literally can't because Blood Artist or Zulapart Come Through won't trigger
Oh,
because
yeah,
it
I guess that is
exiles.
You could let Isareth go to the graveyard, attack with Isareth, and I'll block it.
Ooh, will you block it and kill it?
Oh wait, I need my meteor golems. I forgot the death touch thing.
All right. So let's just.
You swing it to Ulamog.
Hmm.
It is indestructible.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Thought vessel.
So you can draw more cards safely?
Yes. And then, are you gonna not block my Isareth then?
I'll block it.
I
don't know.
would
I want to
rather
play
it
the
not be
artifacts in my
blocked.
hand, and I'm just like, I haven't done the math or anything, so this is gonna take a bit. But now I have to do it now, Seth.
Wait, what does attacking
just
here
take
do?
3. I want to reanimate Blood Artist so I can skull clamp it and draw 2
But we've already
cards.
established you can't draw cards off the reanimated one, can you?
Oh, you're right. We were just talking about that, weren't we?
You have to clamp your boss and then slam that in and get it killed, but it's too late now.
All right, new plan. Oh man, this just hurts Tom though.
This is toxic, daily.
No, don't. Why would you?
It's a merciless executioner, but it's the only card I can actually play in my hand. Or wait, I figured it out. I think. No, that actually doesn't work either. I'm sorry, Tom.
Why though?
I can't not play anything.
That's been my last 3 turns. Welcome to the club.
All right.
You literally only get rid of my blocker and do nothing else.
You'll get a Thopter.
All right, we're friends, Tom. We're friends.
It's like what?
We're all friends here.
I just wanted to add something
Some
to
are
the board. I
friendlier
didn't
than
want to.
others.
I didn't want to hurt your
All right.
dragon.
Let me do things.
Yeah. Now I kind of think Tomer might kill us.
Now that there's peace and, what
Oh.
Block of Omens?
It seems like a
I really
combo
wish I put
piece.
Bane of Progress in my deck.
It's
I
not
really
a combo. I'm just playing the cards in my hand. I can't draw cards, and it's sad. I'm not gonna make a copy of it. It's fine.
I was going to ask if you've seen past the Biden kill now. Have you got past that?
I might be able to do something relevant next turn. If I'm alive.
Untap.
Oh, this is in Seth's upkeep.
Oh
and
wait, I
Seth
should
as
have done it
well.
on the Palladia-Mors. Oops.
Yeah.
That's kind of an oops.
What's happening? I mean, you have, like, not literally infinite mana, but you have a lot of mana now.
This does seem like quite the
Wait,
demanding
no,
work.
I did the wrong thing again.
You untapped the Belt
Jeez.
Okay.
All right, take 3. All right, please.
All right. It happened.
We got there. We
You had
got
to tap
there.
Tap 6
But now
artifacts
I'm
to
going to
untap
use its stupid
Palladia-Mors.
ability to pay for the Convoke, but I didn't want to pay for the Convoke. Everything's awful today. Yikes.
It looks like you're having quite a good game, to be fair, other than the Biden getting exiled.
Yeah, but I still like to complain.
Oh, is someone getting Blightsteeled?
I don't have Blightsteel.
Okay.
Dark Steel. Is Sundering Titan banned in this crazy format?
Yes.
I feel
Okay.
like it is.
That's probably good.
Probably good, yes. Let's Junk Diver.
Wow.
Yes.
So Chief Engineer is allowing you to go off. Well, Chief Engineer plus cloud keys making them all very cheap.
Yes.
Because you get a Thopter every time.
Like, if I was playing a Joyride deck right now, I'd just win.
Yeah, I think that engine seems very good in Joyra. I think that combination might fit into like Sharoon decks as well. Because like I kind of want to play Sharoon where you have to not in a competitive week, not like in a normal week, but with Tashar, so you can play like Bomberman sort of combo.
Ooh, that would be sweet.
Actually, I don't want to make another one of these, but I will. Cool.
Are you playing your whole hand
Yes.
in Seth's end step?
Yes.
I mean, he may be.
I just
He's got
did.
a lot of permanents over there.
That is impressive.
All right.
Are we dead?
No, I have no more cards in my hand.
But you can get any artifact with that Forge Master, and then also untap it. So we're not buying your madness, Tomer.
I can get. Yeah, I'm looking. Sharding
You could
Sphinx.
Wait, can't you get a lot of artifacts?
Oh, I can get Court of Arms. Yeah, I'm just gonna Coat of Arms and win. That's the way.
Coat of arms for what? Like what?
Thopter?
Thopters.
Oh, Thopter. You only have 5.
But at the moment, but when he casts a few more... you
Hmm.
can't really cast any more spells.
I ran out of cards. What
If
can I-
only you had that Biden Athasa.
Stop it! Stop reminding him!
Why did you kill my Bidens?
I was doing exactly what you did in the first week. Exactly what you did.
I could do like Eldrazi Monument. That's +1/+1, but yeah, I think I've ran out of what is the best thing to find. I don't know. Oh, I have an answer to the Eldrazi.
Oh.
So at the very least, I'll do that.
That's
Sundra.
duplicate.
No, it's on theme.
Thopter.
1, 2, and 3.
The Cloaky's done their job now, have they? No, they're still about. Oh no, the coat of arms is the win now, isn't it? Because you can junk diver, replay junk diver, sack it, replay junk diver, and just make like almost infinite Thopters.
I didn't get back my junk diver.
Oh.
Womp
Okay.
womp.
Can it get itself back? Oh, the copy can.
I'm about to play a bunch of things, but I guess it will go for a kill. Or I mean,
have
I could
2
just
mana
go.
up.
Yeah, that's gonna put me in a good position. I don't need to get rid of the Eldrazi if I just go for a kill. All right. Step 1 is definitely coat of arms.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So that's like 5.
Yeah, and then I just pay 2 for the ability, and then I get 2 of them. I forgot it was enter the battlefield. Oh
That
yeah.
doesn't kill everyone though, does it? But it kills me.
Okay.
Why are my creatures so big?
Because
Are
it
there-
pumps all creatures by other creatures in play.
Oh, there's some
There's a lot of
random
humans in play.
I see.
Like, this is one big Shaman of the Forgotten Way, isn't it?
Sure,
Yeah, that is pretty massive.
Actually, I think this is everyone dead, right?
It should be.
How big are there? 11? 11. So those are big Thopters.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be dead.
I didn't get to play one Bear Hug card. I just drew big dudes and big enablers.
I got to play Blood Artist. That was sweet.
Yeah, I guess I can't complain with that. Like, what I mean is, like, I'm not saying my draw was bad. I had a perfectly fine game, but it
You
just
drew
feels
the
a bit...
the weird half of your deck, yeah.
Yeah, the half that I meant to play at the end if I need to win, or...
I mean, like, I think that's part of what makes Commander fun, though, is you got 100 singleton cards, so your deck plays so differently every time, so... You got the Eldrazi draw. Eh.
The 16 enchantments in the deck, and only 2 of them like exclusively benefit me, and that's Carpet of Flowers and Heart of Summoning, or whatever it was.
Defense of the Heart, yeah. So you
Aside
drew
from that,
the beneficial ones.
Oh, and Greater Good, I guess. But apart from that, I've got Vernal Equinox. Any player may cast creatures and enchantment spells at any time he can play an instant. I've got Dictate of Karametra. I've got Jeweled Nature. Have you seen that, Seth?
What does Jeweled Nature do?
6 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature would enter the battlefield, its controller puts a creature into play with a copy of that creature. Whenever a creature card would leave play, remove all tokens that are a copy of it, and when the enchantment leaves play, remove all tokens created from it from the game. So basically, if you have that, Panharmonicon and Doubling Season in play, I think you get like, is that 8, 16, 16?
Yeah. So I might be 8, but regardless, a ton of creatures. That's insane.
Well, no, because you get 2 for the Dual Nature, then you get 2 more for Doubling Seasons. That's 4 creatures,
and then
each triggering twice.
Oh, you're right. It would be more than I was thinking because you're getting the.
Oh, no, it is 8.
My goodness, I don't know.
2. Oh, you get 5 creatures. 5 creatures triggering twice.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that sounds crazy. Wait, how did I haven't been paying attention? I've just been assuming we're dying. How did you get Meteor Golem again?
Just things.
Did you bounce it?
Could over Master sacks it, and Junk Toy gets it back.
Tomer. There will be repercussions next week. Oh,
you can't hold it for last week.
You're killing everyone, and you take out my card draw,
yeah.
Tomer. Oh, you should have killed one of my lands.
I can't.
It's on.
I can't. It says non-lands.
Oh, well, and my Thought Vessel.
All right,
you could kill one of Vince's. Oh, Tomer.
Seth, you're cracking a little bit on my end. Is anyone else getting that?
Am I cracking?
A little bit.
I think
yep.
But as
your
long as
microphone might have come unplugged a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I'm done now.
So exasperated by the destruction of your arena, you just yanked your headset.
Are those 29/29s? What the heck?
I need one more, and then I'm done.
Do you?
Eldrazi Monument.
So when you said earlier you're not a combo deck, you were lying.
It's not a combo. It's a beatdown deck.
Tomer's right. This isn't a combo. He's just.
I mean, that does seem
go.
like a combo. That's definitely a combo. It's a combination of cards that creates a win.
That's a very loose description of a combo deck.
It is, but I wouldn't describe this as synergistic. I would describe this as you've got the clock. Well, I guess you've got a lot of setup here, so I'm not going to deny that.
At some point, a high synergy deck becomes a combo deck, but I have no. It's not an infinite combo deck.
At which point on the scale of 1 to synergy? Or where does synergy sit on the scale of 1 to combo?
I don't know if I killed everybody with this.
You
1,
must have
2,
done.
1, 2, 1, 2. Oh yeah, I screwed that up. That would've been
I
bad.
should definitely have not attacked with my World Breaker,
1,
that's for sure.
2 to Seth, 1 to Tom, and then 2 to Kenobi. All right. Huzzah!
What? Why did you only send one at me?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no! No.
I mean, I can't win from here, but I'm just confused.
Do you have Bane of Progress in your deck?
No, I do have Wave of Vitriol that I was going to cast till all my lands went away.
We need more Bane of Progress.
Well, it doesn't work because all of his creatures are indestructible due to Eldrazi monuments.
All right, your turn.
All right, let's see. All right.
Actually, no.
I wish I could get this Thundermaw Hellkite back. All right, Defense of the Heart. Let's see if you work. Okay, you do. Step 1.
Yikes.
Step 2, let's really look at all the cards in our deck and hope we draw a land. Huh. Is there an answer?
Any sort of like mass sacrifice. Is Bane of Progress sacrifice?
No. I guess you need Reclamation Sage and Bane of Progress.
Hmm.
And you stack it Rec Sage first.
Yes.
I'm so gutted it wasn't in my deck. So gutted.
That would have just made me just not play the game anymore. I'm happy about that. I had 0 answers to that Defense of the Heart.
And I wish I hadn't took the Wumper out as well.
I don't see... Man. It's close. This is actually really funny. It's pretty close because I could have... But, yeah, no. Oh, all right. Well, we'll show what we were planning on doing at least. Which is this. And...
Ooh.
I always get the wrong Dragon Lord. I wanted to get the non-Dragon Lord Atarka one. Whatever. We'll deal 10 to your Meteor Golem. The double striking Atarka is the one that I actually wanted. It's all good. Ha! I drew the Wave of Vitriol. That's hilarious.
Oh.
It needs 7 mana.
Yeah.
It would be useful in this situation because it is sacrifice.
Ugh.
And you'd be down to just artifacts. To just lands. But hey.
I guess
I'ma concede.
if you had more lands, it'd be okay.
Yeah!
I'm saying,
I'll take the points for
that-
Richard. Richard will get second in this round for no good reason.
I mean, yeah, he gets first or second. Seems about correct. Now,
So what I have learned is that I should play more silly enchantments and less big things.
it really depends on the table's threat analysis, I guess. Some cards get more hates than others, I suppose. Like, I don't know. I'll just say about my deck, it was really strong, and I didn't try to make any excuses for it to be really strong. I played 2 really janky decks in a row, and I wanted to play something a little bit stronger. And I really like artifacts, but yeah, this one gets hate, and it deserves to hate because it does that. It just copies Coat of Arms a couple times, and then the Thopters become 31s. So it really depends on what way you want to work the board. Do you want to just overpower the board with big threats? Then you have to fight through hate. Or you want to play jank and nonsense, and that will avoid getting hate. And it kind of balances out that way, I think. It's just like, do you want to play politics, or do you want to just like beat people to death with big cards?
I wanted to do that. That was the goal of this deck. It was Naya Dragons. I put in a Tooth and Nail for the first time at Defense of the Heart to try the cards out for the first time ever in Commander Clash. But yeah, just never really got to where I wanted to get. I mean, that turn where I was going to Temple Discovery into Defense of the Heart probably would have been really good because I don't think anybody had a response for it at that point. So Temple Discovery being bugged, and then also accidentally skipping my turn because Moto doesn't let you change your stops when you download it for the first time.
What was the reason you went to second main phase? What was the reason for that then?
I was going to play Territorial Hellkite. It's a 4-mana 6/5 flying haste, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, you choose an opponent at random that it didn't attack, and then it attacks that person no matter what.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, I didn't want to. I wanted to have a 6/5 blocker for a turn, so I wanted to play a second main phase, and instead, MTGO was like, "But what if instead you just didn't play anything?" And I was like, "Oh, good point, MTGO. That's a great idea." That was going to be a territorial Hellkite treasure map turn. Treasure map would flipped earlier. Whatever. We had fun stuff to do. I do like the deck. I will say I experimented making this deck Voltron the first time. I played a couple of games with it, and honestly, it wasn't very fun. I remember playing Earl decks in the past and them being kind of interesting because they get pumped as you put more auras on them. So you can get away with playing cheap Naya auras. But with Palladia, it's already big, but you really want to give it double strike, and the cards that give it double strike aren't great in the first place, and that ended up being a hot mess. So I went with Naya Dragons, which is super fun, and I do like the deck. It's definitely a deck I'll play in the future because I think it's pretty cool. And I did end up liking how it ended up playing, I think. User error was an issue, but I still got second, and I'll hold tight to it with my cold, dead hands.
And MTGO error.
Until the next time I come back.
I would like to point out again that Richard has got the points for a second place finish because Toma decided to only attack with 2 things.
I ran out of Thopters. I ran out of Thopters, and I forgot to attack with my other creatures, and I forgot that there was a random dragon there, and it sucked.
Can you see why my conspiracy, my tinfoil hat is on, though? Can you see why?
The avatar of Richard gets spared inexplicably for a turn.
I think, yeah, I like what I've got this week, but I really wanted to play stuff that ramped everyone's mana and drew everyone cards, and then started to play big things, but it just went the other way around, because I think the ratios are off, and my opening hand just had loads of fat bodies in it as well. Because I even had in mind to play like Cage Sun, naming other colours and stuff like that to make political plays, but it never happened. So I'll definitely try out Goreclaw again at some point in the future, but maybe shift more towards a few more, put more of the group hug cards in that got cut at the very end, and cut a few of the big dudes that don't do a whole lot. I had Palaka Worm in my hand the whole game and never saw a point to cast it and things like that, I guess.
Ooh, the rare shifted Palladia one.
I mean, the card's still great value, especially if you're making like token copies of it and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like just the idea of like keeping it simple with a mono green deck. Goreclaw does a lot of work, I think. I was considering throwing it into my Xenagos deck as part of the 99.
Oh, I didn't get to cast her, did I?
I don't think we saw it.
We're gonna see her in the banner art for sure. So there's that.
Yeah.
Whatever. It has a chance to come back as a revenge week, perhaps.
My deck was okay. I think I'm on a streak of having mana issues, and maybe it's my fault. I had been playing 37 lands, and I actually went up to 38 lands this week to try to avoid mana issues, and then I still kept a 2-lander. But you got to see kind of what my deck was trying to do. If I had gotten some more mana, or I have like a lot of mana doublers, Gauntlet of Power, Cage Sun, all the black ones, the Extort one, also Nikana Revenant. So I had a bunch of like mana doublers, but the idea was we'd get to the point where we were able to be attacking and reanimating something every turn, and then sacking it to get Blood Artist triggers, and getting back like Sidisi Undead Vizier is really sweet because you can get it back and exploit it and tutor up something else every turn. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. Corpse Connoisseur and Entomb to like find the right card for the right situation. I was hoping to get to like Massacre Worm to deal with the Thopters before they became 31/31s, but and then also, like, to go with all that, you get, like, Grave Packs and Dictate of Ereboses, which would have dealt with Eldrazi. So I feel like my deck had the tools to deal with most of the stuff that was going on in our game, but I just got off to such a slow start. I kept 2 lands and figured, I got this Phyrexian Arena. As long as I get 1 more land, Phyrexian Arena will solve all my problems. And then, even after I got Phyrexian Arena down, I whiffed on a land for a turn, So I think the deck it's pretty sweet and it's cool, but definitely needs to have a little bit more mana to really go off and do what it's trying to do.
I mean, I think when you have 37 lanes, plus you had the Phyrexian Arena, 80 started with 2, I don't know math-wise how it works out, but I'm pretty sure you got very unlucky there, and I think you just had an unlucky streak. Like, 38 lands is definitely 37, 38 is usually what I go for. I was running 36 on this one just because I had so much ramp. Like, basically, if half the deck is mana, then I think that's a good spot. I think you just got very unlucky, and that's unfortunate because we didn't get to see the true capabilities of your deck this week. And it does sound interesting, like your sacrifice deck, and you're using Isareth's ability basically as like additional value. Like you sacrifice a creature, you bring it back immediately afterwards, and you keep like repeating on that. I saw the inklings of what it wants to do with the whole Blood Artist package and everything. And Skull Clamp was quite good value, especially in your deck, considering the stuff you sacrifice comes back afterwards with Isareth pretty cheaply. So there's definitely a lot going on. It's just the mana didn't work out, and I don't think it's your fault in that regard. Like, if you have 38 lands and you're missing land drops with 2-lander in hand and Phyrexian Arena in play, it just seems odd.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I guess I think in some sense I probably got unlucky, but I also maybe should have mulliganed. I don't know, my opening hand was, you saw the Blood Artist and Zulaport Cutthroat, and I also had Phyrexian Arena and Torgar, which was in my hand the entire game, so I was thinking, like, well, worst case, I can just, like, sack my Blood Artist stuff and get this big Torgar, and then get my stuff back with my commander eventually, but, maybe I was too greedy with the keep. That was the one thing that I'm not sure about, but I think the deck is sweet, and I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. I think it's like a unique style of Reanimator, so I could see trying it again in the future and seeing how it goes.
More fodder for the Revenge Week.
Yeah, Revenge Week is just going to be literally all these decks, except yours. Yours goes to Champions Week.
I don't think I'll play this deck again.
I think my Revenge Week is going to literally be me playing this deck for revenge on me piloting it so awfully. Like, the Revenge Week will be for the deck against myself. I might give it to somebody else to play. I'll give it to you to play, actually, Tomer.
Sure.
For revenge against me, if I'm lucky enough to be in that episode.
I'm so sorry for the Annihilator, Tom. After I'd fetched them, I just felt bad. I was like, I've got to use them, but I wish I hadn't got them. I wish I got something more exciting, like a Palaka Worm, I guess, if it wasn't in my hand. So I am sorry about that, Tom.
I mean, he was the Richard Avatar this week, and Richard
exactly.
does win every time.
And for the record, in the future, that's exactly what you should do against Richard, because my original build that I was going to make for this deck, I was really debating on going really spiky and just making a Kiki-Jiki based build.
Oh my goodness.
Not for no reason, just to have like a big dragon and be like, look, I'm playing dragons. But then Kiki-Jiki Restoration Angel.
That is a Richard thing.
So,
and you have to have
so
true
to be
conviction
fair,
in there as well.
I know, to be fair, that was the correct play if you're playing against Richard. So I appreciate it. And in the future, use that anger to make sure Richard doesn't win.
And like I said, my logic was it wouldn't affect Tomer. Seth was just stuck with no lands, and I thought I was going to die to you anyway, so I thought, well, I might as well go out with a bang. But then I accidentally crowned Tomer even more, so didn't I? So I do regret that.
Well, I mean, you would have taken out, Annihilator 4, and then I would have to chump block. I don't know if that would have changed the outcome, to be honest. Like, it was correct. The Annihilator was not going to be very effective against me.
I mean, it might have changed the outcome if I knew you were going to flash in Cold Oath the Forge Master, but I didn't really predict that. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, looking back on it, the best attack was actually probably Nulamog at Tomer trying to exile the top 20.
It's true.
To see if you can exile the coat of arms.
Yeah.
That being said, you can't really base your plays on information that you get 3 plays later. So,
Yeah, exactly.
It's
You
all
didn't
good.
know about
the game ended and
Forge Master.
The correct line was Bane of Progress, but he's still sat in my online digital folders as opposed to in the deck.
So thankful about that. Oh, that made me so sad. But yeah, I love artifact decks. They're one of my favorite archetypes. It's just that the archetype's so powerful, and it's so hard to make like a low-powered artifact deck because you have so many abilities that synergize fit. Like, it's an archetype. I can't think of another archetype that has so many inherent synergies with itself. And even if you pick like the less common artifact cards, they all synergize together and they end up being ridiculous. So I don't know. I like artifacts, but they're a bit too strong for my tastes in general. I just wanted to balance the palette a little bit after like the 2 extreme drinks. I had a lot of fun. This is a great deck. I highly recommend it too because it's also very budget friendly. But I wouldn't play it again. It's a type of thing that I like to showcase one time, and then it's like I got my fill. you know?
Was this deck Moonfolk Tribal as well? Just checking.
Does it have any Moonfolk in it? Perhaps. I don't know. Maybe I'll hide the deck list and we'll figure it out later by checking out when I tutored. All right. So before we go, I just wanted to make a quick announcement that next week we are going to be doing the glorious return of viewer-submitted decks. So you all know the drill, or if you don't, just send us a deck list that you want to see us pilot in the next week's episode. You can leave a link to your deck list in the article comments section or the YouTube comments section. We look at both. Those are the top two ways to get a deck list towards us. Try to keep it in roughly the power level constraints that we usually have on Commander Clash, as we're particularly looking for, and also a relative budget constraint of like no single card is over $100 US at the time of creating the deck. Those are the only two restrictions, really. So we always love doing viewer-submitted decks. I know we want to do it more often than we usually have. And I can't wait to see what you guys and gals submit this week. And with that, I think it's a wrap. So until next time, everyone. See ya! Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up with the latest and greatest, click on the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to check out similar videos, click on the links here and here.